EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Taken in the end zone. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Watch the run, watch the run.
2nd and 6. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check the backer, check the backer. Check.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a... yard up to the 25.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 58 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Let's go.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. catch. The ball's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. Slam.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Calais Campbell on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Browns 21, Patriots 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Fights off the defender. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
from the 25 on second down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Here we go, Shaq. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Tight end to back. Dragon 60. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Yeah, we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hakeem Butler, 46 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Patriots 31. Browns.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's get off the field. Let's get.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And goal at the Browns' 2-yard
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Check 4, check 4.
He's going to run again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Jackson now to throw on third down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Taking on the midfield logo. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Hunt. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Juke pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score.
You got to figure down on the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
30-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate today.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
Three buzz. Tight as Ringo. Tight as Ringo.
On play action, they'll throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Odell Beckham, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Patriots 45, Browns 28. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 51 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson now. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And they give this time to Taylor. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
29-yard attempt.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Green to bring it back. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready? Mike 3. And let's get this. Mike 3.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
Mike 3.
Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
87. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
70 Rangers. Slant. Mike 3. Mike 3.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for New England, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.